Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news. China's recovery is now being aided by the recovery in the US economy. In China, a private survey of their services sector brought some better news for them, and better than the official survey. The services sector is expanding more vigorously than the tame levels we've seen recently. This is more like other international results, and China's service sector's steeper increase is based on its strongest upturn in sales in 5 months. Chinese exports also rose impressively, up a sharp 9.5% in April from March and up 31% year on year. That is better than expected. The world is buying. But their imports fell 2.8%, and one reason is they're finding it hard to buy semiconductor chips. They're also not buying coal. In fact, coal imports dropped 20% in April from March and 30% less than a year ago. In the US, there was a big surprise in their labour market data released over the weekend for April. They added just 266,000 new jobs for the month, a surprisingly low number, and far below the 978,000 that analysts had expected, and a sharp drop from March's pace. It is a result being looked at sceptically, especially given all the other indicators that show a strong recovery. Neither the equity nor the bond markets reacted to the miss, and it is a big miss, and the US dollar dipped only marginally. Another labour market metric helped ease the shock, however. US labour productivity rose sharply in the first quarter of 2021. Essentially output, up 8.4%, rose much faster than labour hours, up 2.9%, or wages up 5.1%. And interestingly, the April jobs data in Canada wasn't flash either, with a shrinkage in employment, and one that was more than expected. In Australia, the RBA issued its monetary policy statement on Friday. They were watching the large bulge in household bank accounts, wondering how those households will use them when the fear of the pandemic eases. And the value of all Australian residential real estate has now topped $8.1 trillion and up 14% in a year, up 28% in 2 years. And it's worth noting, even though it isn't really new, commodity prices for copper, aluminium, nickel, zinc and iron ore and coal all rose sharply at the end of last week. US Treasury 10-year yield starts today at 1.58% and down 2 basis points from where it ended in New York last week. And the price of gold starts today at $1,831 an ounce. That's up just $1 since this time on Saturday. And oil prices start the week at just under $65 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is just on $68 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar opens today at 72.8 US cents, a little changed over the weekend. Against the Australian dollar was still at 92.8 Australian cents, and against the euro was still at 59.9 euro cents. That means our trade-weighted index starts the week at 74.2. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.